Howdy, 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 neighbor. We're gonna throw some radish and carrot. You wanna see how I start radish and carrot? Right there in that bed, I'm gonna show you. Okay, so this is my 4x8 raised bed made by Infinite Cedar. I got a video on constructing that. Go back and watch that. So I'm gonna split it in half. So I got 4 by 4. So I'm gonna split that in half, and I'll have 2x4 of radish. And then over here, I'll have 2x4 of carrot. Over here, this whole 4x4 section will be my onions. This year, we're growing candy onions and sweet onion. But we're not putting that down today. They're still seeding up. They're inside in the grow station. So this side will be that. I'm going to get a different fertilizer for this, which I'll explain in a later video. For this side, I'm going to put down, this is 10-10-10 from Southern States, 10 NPK, okay? You also have some magnesium and calcium in here, some sulfur, actually 11% sulfur. So we'll mix this in here, spread it out by cup, and then cultivate it in there. And then we'll go ahead and start trenching in some carrots and some radish. And that's how I'm gonna do it. Hey, this is Jules, baby. I'm always making crap up. I'm sure I'm not the first person to do this. I don't use a hand shovel. I use a cup. I'm lazy. Lazy. I'm gonna cultivate this all in later, so it doesn't really matter if it piles up too much in one spot. Straighten that out in a second. So that is rate-wise, I don't know. Don't really care. It'll be fine. Things are struggling later. I can side dress it again later. This doesn't, this will give you a big, quick boost, okay? It is sort of pelletized. It'll take a while to break down, but this side, where I'm putting the onions, I'm going to get a different fertilizer that actually, it's pellet, and it takes like 12 months. It's going to feed for 12 months. So I'm going to save that for the onions. Over here, I'm putting the 10-10-10 down. It should pop it up pretty quick. Then the 10-10-10 will die out. You know, it'll be used up. And if I need more, I'll just side dress it. Now, I do have an electric cultivator, but I'm going to use a manual cultivator because I don't want this stuff flying all over the place and out of the bed. It's been very moist around here lately. Okay, so now, standard garden rake, right? And I like to use it upside down, like I'm leveling concrete. And as wet as this stuff is, it feels like I'm leveling concrete. God almighty. I just didn't realize. All right, so now back to the beginning. I'm going to measure off my 2-foot mark. Just spot on, right? There we go. So I already know this line because it's at the end of this, at the joint. So now I got myself a 2x4, 2x4. I'm not going to show you planting seeds. I'm sure you know how to plant seeds. Make some rows, scat, scat, scat. Get it in, as many as I can, and then I'll just thin it out later. If they come up. All right, so I used my Warren hoe. Show you. You just never know. All right, it's got a point. This edge right here actually works well. Get it upside down, boom, and pull your furrow like that. Then go back in and pull out the clods. I had to do a lot of that today because this is some mucky muck from all the weather. Keep in mind, we already had the 10-10-10 down. So I pulled my Warren, made 2 rows. These are straight carrots. I couldn't even tell you the type. I've had them so long. I buy them in bulk. Then this is Danvers carrot, which is like half the length of a standard carrot. And then, so that's a foot going this way. So I have another foot going that way. And I'm gonna wait about 3 weeks, and then I'll repeat and put 2 rows here. That way I stagger the crop, so I don't have everything in at the same time. And they are carrots, they'll stay for a while, but I'm gonna stagger it anyway. At the 2 foot mark, we'll start on this side, do 2 rows of radish. And by the way, I topped off my rows with some propagating mix, okay? Give it a little head start on getting germinated. All right, didn't take much time. Got 2 radishes going in here. I have a white icicle, and then I have an early glowed scarlet. Still have space for 2 more rows here. So either be all carrot or 1 more row of carrot and 1 more row of radish. And the reason is I'm going to use the rest of this 4 foot and a foot of this side and get me in at least 2x4, maybe 3x4. I'm going through my seeds over there, and these are my root crops that I keep in an envelope. Rutabaga. Yeah, you should grow this, or turnips, or both. Once you start eating on this stuff, you'll throw rocks at potatoes. This stuff's good, man. Anyway, that's it. I finished off watering the top. Just to redo it, I pulled the furrow with the Warren hoe, go back with hand shovel in hand to pull out the clods, plant the seed, cover it up, with some propagation mix, set the water down on it, take my garden rake, get it nice and tight and compact, and you're done. Oh, and in the beginning, put 10-10-10 down to add to all that nitrogen coming from the cow manure. All right, guys, if you have tips, suggestions, comments, please leave them down there. This is Jules' first time doing a raised bed. I'm just winging it, man. What can I tell you? We will follow this along to see what happens. At least we'll learn what not to do. Thanks if you tuned in for the premiere. If you're watching it after the fact, drop a note down there. We'll come see what you've been up to lately. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. Peace, y'all.